You are taking deep breaths in and out. And breathing can be difficult for many of us. So it doesn't matter if your mouth is open or closed. Now let's take our left hand off the mat and walk our right hand over to the left hand. And you're gonna give a side body stretch. If you can put your right hand on top of your left hand. Inhaling and exhaling. Now let's walk back to the center. And take our right hand off the mat. Take our left hand on top of it. Side body stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're gonna rise up to puppy pose. You're still, you just have your butt up in the air for puppy pose. Like a child's pose with your butt up in the air. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, now we're going to lay down on our mat. We're gonna take, where your hands can be kind of like Superman arms. You're gonna take your right knee out, and the more you bring it up to your arm, the deeper the stretch is gonna be. So this is frog pose, and I'm laying my head on the mat. It's facing my right arm. And you just have that leg kind of out and up. And the more I push it towards my arm, the deeper the stretch is. Inhaling, exhaling. Now let's take the right leg back and do the left leg, same way, bringing that leg up. And I can really feel that stretch. Inhaling, exhaling. Now we're going to bring that leg back. We're going to walk ourselves up to all fours. And we're going to do some cat-cows. I'm just going to turn sideways. So go into an angry cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, angry cat. Exhale, cow. Just move at your own pace. Now release in the center and just do some rolls. You can go from left to right. You can just wag your tail. I'm just doing some rolls. I'm going from cat to cow to side, whatever feels good to you. As you inhale and exhale. Okay, now we're gonna take I'm taking my left leg out first. Left leg up. Inhaling my arms up. I just have my arms straight up, and then I'm gonna take my left arm on my left leg and fold over, side body. I'm looking up into the ceiling. I'm inhaling, exhaling. Then I'm gonna take this hand over to the right side and stretch the opposite side, left arm up. Then I'm gonna go back to the left side. My foot is kind of pointed. I don't know if you can see it. Just hold your head wherever. I can look up to the ceiling, but if you have any neck issues, you can look down at your foot. You can just look across the room. And let's go back on the right side again. This is where, when you're on this right side, it would be good to have a block or a book to put your hand on. And then I'm gonna roll forward. And I'm gonna sit back on that right foot that's down. My hands are stretched out, and I'm just gonna lean on my head on the mat. Inhaling, exhaling. Your head may not be able to touch the mat. Just hold your head wherever you can. Now walk your hands up, sit up, bring that leg back. Do another couple of rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling, exhaling. Now we're gonna do our left leg. My right leg. I did my left leg the first time. You're not gonna see my leg this time, but you do the same thing on the opposite side. Put that leg out. Then first we're gonna stretch over. Take my left arm, stretch over. My right arm is just sliding down. My hand is just sliding down the leg. No strain on your neck. Just look wherever it's comfortable for you. Now let's do the opposite side. So I'm bringing my left hand down on the mat. Right arm over. Stretching out the right side body. I'm going to go back. Bring the left arm over. Bring it back over. Left arm down. Right arm over the head. Inhaling, exhaling. And now I'm rolling down slowly. And I'm going to sit back on that left foot. And just stretch out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Slowly coming up. Somebody's trying to get in. I'm sorry, I'm letting people in the class. Now let's just sit back on our feet. Now I'm going to put my toes under so that my toes can get a good stretch. Now you may not be able to do that. It may feel uncomfortable. Let's inhale our arms up.
You want it closer? You want your video on?
Exhale, hands to your heart center. If you can't stay on your toes, just put your feet flat. But I need the stretch. So inhale up again. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Looking up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And now I'm gonna just Let's do toe stand. Let's do toe stand before we rise all the way up. You're just on the sit sideways. You're just balancing. Hands to heart center. You just balance. You can, your feet are touching your butt. Your butt is touching your heels. And for some people, that could be a strain. I see some people standing up. That's okay. All right, and this is what we're gonna do. And this is probably gonna be a lot for some people. But let's just slowly come up to standing. However you get there, it doesn't matter. Now stand in mountain pose. Now, I'm standing at the back of my mat, so everyone move to the back of your mat. Hopefully you can see me. All we're gonna do is inhale up, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, and fold over, slowly, slowly. Now my hands are on my mat. I'm gonna reach up, just kind of like, you see me, got my hands sticking out, my butt sticking out, and then fold over. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Now slowly rise up. Inhale up. Hands all the way up. And we're gonna fold over again. Hands to heart center, go all the way down. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Now rise up, halfway up. My hands are going straight out. My knees are bent. My butt's sticking out. And fold over. Now rise up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time when we go all the way down, we're gonna walk our hands to the front of the mat. And you're gonna end up in downward dog. I'm gonna turn around and show you what downward dog looks like. Downward dog. So, you just pedaling your feet, bending your knees, pedal your feet. Downward dog. Take your left knee down and take your right foot. You see how mine is just stretched out on the mat? I'm just giving my a stretch in my, I'm kind of rocking back and forth. Go back and forth, rocking. And now I'm gonna bring that right leg up. And if you can, take the left arm out. This is a balance pose. You may need to leave that right foot on the mat, how we were rocking. If you need to leave that right foot down, leave it down. Raise your hand though. You should be able to raise your hand. Now bring it down. Let's do the opposite leg. I got my left leg back, and I'm just gonna rock back and forth. Gentle, gentle. Rocking back and forth. Now I'm gonna raise that left leg up. And my right arm is out. My arm is straight out, the leg is straight out. If you need to leave the leg down, leave it down. Okay, now let's do that again. We should always do things twice. Take your right leg up, left arm up. You're inhaling and exhaling. This time, bring your right, both hands down. Take the right leg and kind of bring it behind you. It's off the mat. And I'm looking at my right leg. Getting the side body stretch. Okay, bring it back up and bring it down. This time we're gonna take that left leg up. If you need to keep it on the mat, keep it on the mat, and just bring your right arm. You still get the stretch even if your foot is on the mat. You just get more of a stretch if it's lifted. You're inhaling, exhaling. Now I'm bringing my right hand down, both hands are down, and I'm taking that left leg across the side, and I'm turning my head to look at that leg. And it's on the floor. Okay, come back to all fours. Now we're going to sit back on our feet. I'm going to I'm taking my right arm up, putting it on my back. Got my right arm up, putting it on my back, and then I'm going to take my left hand. Now, this is where your strap is good. You got your little towel, your scarf. Got your hands together. Look up in the ceiling. Release, and let's do the opposite. Take your left arm, grab, make sure you're breathing. Okay, release. Now we're going to do some balance poses standing. So just slowly, slowly. I'm going to move my computer, put it on the chair since I'm going to be standing now. We're gonna do chair pose. Now, some of you may need to get near a wall. Let me put my little stool here. I got my little bar stool. With tree pose, you don't want your foot on your knee. You either want your foot down here on the floor, on your calf, or I can bring my foot all the way in here, and you just hold your balance. It really doesn't matter what you do with your hands. If you want to take them up. Some of you may need to use one hand to hold on, but never put your foot on your knee. You can have your hands on your waist. Okay, let's release it, but not to the floor. Just release it and hold your foot suspended in the air. Now my hands are on my hips. And we're gonna try to do, what pose? Warrior 3. I'm gonna take my foot back and I'm gonna lean forward. My hands are on my hips. Let me turn this way. Warrior 3, your leg is suspended, but only if you don't have to bring it up far. You're tilting over, but just don't go so far if you feel like you're gonna fall. All right, release. Balancing is so good. It's so very good for us as we age. All right, let's shake it out. Let's just shake it out. Let's swing from, you can't see me. You can't see what I'm doing. Let's just swing from side to side. Slowly. All right, now let's do tree pose on the opposite side. So your foot, if you need to get against the wall, whatever you need to do. Inhale, exhale, you're breathing. Okay, bring your hands to your hips. And now hold that leg straight out in front of you. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Warrior 3 pose, where you take the leg back, keep your hands on your hips. Just go as far as you can. You may not be able to go straight. And then come out of the pose. All right. What else do I want to do standing? We're gonna sit. Let's sit on our mat. We'll do some side body stretches. This time I'm taking my my little strap, your scarf, whatever you have. We're laying on our back, and I'll start with my left leg. I just have my foot on the mat. My right leg is straight, and I'm gonna take my scarf. You can see me, this is so hard. I got my foot in the air, my left leg, and I'm just, what you wanna do, and you may need to bend your knee, I'm bringing this leg forward to my face. My right leg is just straight out in front of me. And I'm just bringing this leg forward. My leg is not gonna come to my face. My knee is not gonna touch my nose. Only if I bring my head up, it can touch the nose. So you're stretching out this leg. And then what we wanna do is I'm taking the scarf in my left hand, and we're gonna just take it out to the left side. Slowly, gently, as far as you can go. You're inhaling, exhaling. Now we're gonna bring that leg back to the body. You might be shaking a little. And this time I am gonna bring my head up. I'm bringing my head up as far as I can. Now I'm lying back down, and I'm taking the foot all the way down to my right foot. And then I'm gonna change. Put my right foot in this scarf. Then I'm bringing my right foot up. Inhaling, exhaling. And I don't know about you, but it's something going on my right side. I can feel the stretch even deeper. Inhaling, exhaling. Being very gentle with your body. Now I'm taking the right leg out to the right side. Just as far as you can go. Inhaling, exhaling. Now I'm bringing that right leg straight back to the center, slowly releasing. Now moving the scarf out of the way. Then we're gonna go to bridge pose. Bridge pose is your feet are on the mat, your knees are facing the ceiling, and then you just rise up, bring your butt up off the mat, and you may not come up much, I can actually put my hands together under my butt, but that's not necessary. Now release, slowly roll down. We're gonna do that a couple of times. Let's do bridge pose again. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're gonna leave our left leg bent like we are in bridge pose. We're gonna take our right leg and put it on top. Like thread the needle. Yeah, I'm looking at many of you, it looks like you got it. And then we're gonna take our right arm through. We're taking that left foot off the floor. This is a pigeon pose on the floor. And as you bring that left leg to your chest, that's when you really feel the pose. But you just do what's comfortable for you. Inhaling, exhaling. Some of you may have had hip surgeries, hip replacements, and this may be something that you can't bring your legs to your chest. All right, release. And then we're gonna take the opposite side. Take your left leg on top of your right. Thread it through. And since I haven't had any knee surgeries or hip surgeries, I can really pull my legs into my chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Feels yummy. Slowly bring your legs down. And let's just rock them right to left. Bend your knees right to left. Now, take your knees, take everything off the floor. You see my stance? My feet are straight up, not straight up, but now we're gonna roll over to our right side, legs together. We're gonna get this side body stretch where my left arm is, I'm looking left, my left arm is out. If you have neck issues, you may want to just look straight up in the ceiling, or you may want to look at your feet that are on your right side. Inhaling, exhaling. Gently bring your legs up. Hopefully you can keep them both together. Now roll over, both legs coming down on your left side. Now my right arm is extended and I'm looking to my right. So I'm inhaling and exhaling. We're slowly bringing our legs up. And we're going to do Supta Baddha Konasana, which is our feet are together, butterfly pose. You just land on your mat, your feet are together. Butterfly pose. Inhaling, exhaling. If you want to sleep more peacefully as you lay, think of people whom you are grateful to or the times you have helped others and felt good about it. It will warm your heart, gifting you more peaceful sleep. So if you want to go into full Shavasana now, you can just open your legs and whatever you want to do. And as you lay there, I just want to thank you all for joining tonight. It's been great to practice with people all over the US. Next week, we're going to do chair yoga. So make sure you have a comfortable chair. You don't have to look up, just lay there. Depending on what time it is, wherever you are, it may be your bedtime. I'm going to I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. If you want to slowly get up,